Well, let me tell you, let me also add that the best stories are personal stories. You don't have to rehearse, you don't have to add. It's very spontaneous because it comes from the heart again. All right, there was a question raised by one of the participants. They want to know about tandem telling. Tandem telling is two or more people telling a story. All right, not role play. That's different. This is just two people telling story, taking parts and playing the thing. It's very simple because it's got nothing to do with scripting. It's got to do with timing and doing with understanding. There must be no overlapping, but you can have a lot of fun. When you do a tandem, it's not a question of who's better than the other. The question is, both of us are good. It's a parallel line. So we are running parallel. So it's not that I want to show off and say that my ability is better. No. What does the story want? What does the story demand? That's what you need to give in a tandem story. That's what you need to understand. What I do, which is my strong point. So the tandem is all about that, understanding. How do you understand the teller? There it is in unison. It is not showing off individual talents at all. But then what you need to remember is you do not change your style. You stick to your style. Just because she is animated, you don't try to be animated. Just because the other person is soft, you don't try to be soft. You be yourself, you be yourself. That is where the distinction is. They are two different storytellers doing one story. You don't have to look alike, you don't have to tell alike. But the story must be understood. The story must be attractive. The story must be understood, enjoyed. That's the whole idea. So again, there's nothing wrong in making mistakes, but not mistakes that cannot be forgiven. Not at the cost of forgetting your story. See, why I'm telling you all this is don't be conscious of these things. See, problem is when we're over-conscious and then we make most mistakes. As a child, when you're writing an exam, you'll be doing pretty well. The teacher comes and stands beside you. Even A and D will be written as DAN. Even there you'll make a mistake. Because it's just that, that moment you're kind of scared. And that's why I say don't memorize. Because sometimes the brain can forget. So when you're telling a story and you forget that word, you'll carry on being an adult, but that word will be haunting you. What is that word? What is that word? What is that word? And finally the word will come to you. Now you want to use it, you want to use it, you want to use it. So deliberately you'll find a sentence where deliberately you will use it and say, oh, I've used that sentence, I've used that word. Oh. It's okay, let go of it. Because what happens is when you do that, your story suffers a death. That point, it's gone. Because there's only one emotion. When fear sets in, how can you show any other emotion? Your entire telling will be based on fear. That will be continuing because you forgot something. You might even forgotten a sequence. Never mind. And some people will be a dog and a cat and a cow, but they would have told the cow the second. So what? Why are you so worried? Never say that. Actually, what happened? Before he met the cat, he actually met the cow. Who cares? What is wrong if you exchange or change it? Don't be so correct. Say, I want to be like that. It's all boring. And these are all things that frighten you. These are the blocks that we develop, and so much so we spoil the storytelling. What is our aim? To take the stories to them. For them to take the story with them. It's it. So why even bother about it? Fingerplay stories are very nice. And they say that it's only for very young children. Believe me, I've done this for corporates. They love it. They love these fingerplay stories. Because it is like their childhood relived. And I don't have a difference between telling stories for children or adults. Either I tell the child or I tell the child within the adult. So where does it matter? People call me, they say, oh, she's a children's storyteller. So what? So what if I'm a children's storyteller? They are the most difficult audience. They can walk up to you and say, Auntie, boring story, Auntie, not nice, and walk away. Or they'll hug and kiss you and say, Auntie, I love you, Auntie. Why can't you be my mother? Possible. Both are possible. And the child wants the same story again and again. That's another problem. Most parents, Jeeva, the problem is my son wants the same story again and again. So I tell them, it's okay, good for you, no, but it's boring for me. Who cares? He likes it. But there's another way of doing it. I don't know if you have tried that. Different perspective of the same story. It works so well. Get the grandma to tell the story about the vade and the crow. Tell the crow to tell the story. Tell the fox to tell the story. Tell the tree to tell the story. Tell the vade to tell the story. Anything can happen. No, then it takes a turn. So that's a very interesting. That's one thing. Because there, when the perspective changes, the story doesn't change. The story still remains the same. Only when, people try to be very innovative and very creative and add more characters and all that, when the child says, Mom, the story is not like that, Mom. You can't change the story. Have the same thing. Have little things. that make him happy, and maybe a song or something like that will be a different thing. And definitely small children love sounds. 5 little monkeys, swinging on a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. Snap! Uh-oh. One monkey gone. 4 little monkeys, swinging on a tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. Uh-oh. One monkey gone. No little monkey, swinging on the tree, teasing Mr. Crocodile. Can't catch me. What happened? No, crocodile's teeth gone. So let's do this. This is the story of the talkative tortoise. All right? W. W, water. This is a river, very good. And this is a sea, sea. And this would be a pond or a lake. Okay? Small pond, big pond. Stones or rocks. Stones or rocks. Tree, happy, sad, lonely, foolish, stick or pole, bite or hold, close, open. Okay? Together, 1, 2, 3. There was a small pond. Near the pond there were many stones. And there were many trees. On the trees lived 2 birds. And on the stone lived a tortoise. And the 2 birds were very good. Friends. They were very, very happy. 1. The 2 and saw a big pond with many fishes. They were very happy. They came back and told the tortoise that the next day they were flying to a big pond with many fishes. This made the tortoise very sad. He said, if you I will turn lonely. So they thought of an idea. So the next day, they took a long stick and one end and the other end and and they started up in the sky. Now there were many in the sky. They looked at the and started. They said, thinks he can. Fly. This made the very angry. So he his and he and end of. Then we're going to do a little bit of a participatory story. The participatory story is basically you have a lot of refrains in between and you have lines that you repeat with the teller. Jack and the robbers. And again. So let's do the story. A long time ago, a very long time ago in a farm lived Jack and his father. But Jack lost his mother when he was very young. So Jack's father spoiled him. He had petted and pampered him so much that all that Jack did was eating and sleeping and eating and sleeping. Eating and sleeping and eating and sleeping. So Jack's father was worried and he said, "Oh my boy, he is so lazy. What do I do with him when I'm gone? He's going to be alone. I need to teach him how to make some money." And so saying, he walked up to his house from the farm. Rumpa, 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 rumpa. He reached the house. He opened the door. Right inside, Jack was fast asleep. Jack's father came in and gave him one kick on his back. Ow!
Father, why did you kick me, father?
Jack's father said, Jack, I don't want you here. I want you to go out and make some money.
Father, I don't know to make roti, how to make money, father. Let me sleep.
No, I don't want you anymore. Off you go. And he pushed Jack out and shut the door. Bang! And off went Jack. Just like this. Jigglety jig, jigglety jig. Jigglety jig, jigglety jig. Up the hill, down the hill. Up the hill, down the hill. Down the hill. Jigglety jig. Stop! Said the dog. Ruff, ruff. Ruff, ruff. Where are you going, Jack?
I'm going to make some money.
May I come with you?
Oh, yeah.
So Jack, the went jigglety jig. Said all the animals. They said they were hungry. So Jack looked here. Jack looked there. Jack looked everywhere. Hey, look over there right behind you. Jack saw a little house with a little light. And he told his friends,
Friends, stay here. Let me go and see what's there.
and he went very, very quietly. He opened the window very quietly. Right inside there were 4 robbers, eating and laughing and eating and laughing.
Eating and laughing and eating and laughing.
Jack was a bright boy. He had an idea. He placed the donkey. On top of the donkey, he placed the dog. On top of the dog, he placed the cat. On top of the cat, he placed the rooster. And he said,
Okay, friends, you got to make your noises now, right? 1, 2, 3.
screamed the robbers. For when they looked out of the window, they saw a weird creature that looked half donkey, half dog, half cat, half rooster, and they ran as fast as they could into the woods nearby. So all the animals said, Jack, you saved us. Our masters sent us away. So let's be with you. They reached their home. They knocked at the door. Right inside, Jack's father said, Who is it?
And Jack said, Me, father.
Me, who?
Jack, father.
Why are you back?
I made some money, father.
Really?
Yes, father. Open the door.
And Jack's father came to the door. Rumpa, 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 rum. And he opened the door. Right outside stood Jack and his friends jingling the bags of gold. A ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, ring-a-ling-a-ling, ling-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling, ring-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling, ting-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. Thank you.